Hey everyone, it's Sabrina here, and welcome to another fun episode of the Petty Cash Podcast, where, as you all know, this podcast represents the last of the Petty Cash. And I am your host this week, and joined by me as always,
Danny,
Charles,
Vinny,
Joe.
And before this, we just recorded a great episode of Vinny.
yeah.
Thank you, Vinny.
We had a lot of threes to talk about. Like, we were just having a good laugh, roasting a bit, and just, my God. Whew, what a fun time.
Mm-hmm. East. As always here at the Church of the Petty Cash.
The Church of Ivan Reitman.
Order is chaos. Chaos is made. All hail the Church of the Oxford comma.
Dogs and cats living together in mass hysteria.
Oh my gosh, but before this episode, I read it to you last night. So one of my ex-coworkers, I had him listen to our longest episode, our California trip episode.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, I sent him that. And he responded with, I listened to like 12 minutes of your podcast the other day, and I love the energy. It was pretty entertaining, and the storytelling was fun. I felt like I was part of the friend group, and I'm like,
That's what we want.
That message.
No, that's special.
But just 12 minutes, though? What?
Yeah, well, because he doesn't.
Get out. Oh, wait.
He doesn't listen to podcasts in general, so.
How dare you? No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Well, one, I don't blame him, and two, thanks for being a part of our friendship for 12 minutes. Peace.
Exactly.
And yeah, no, I'll shout him out though. Thank you, David Pratt. He has a YouTube channel called Big Shot Critic. I also showed Will the intro, so it's a funny intro. I can show it to you guys later.
Promoting your show on here? Get the hell out of here.
What? The plug.
Like, are we getting paid to plug this guy? No? All right, never mind.
You're welcome, by the way, sir.
No.
Right on.
But I thought for this episode, since we alluded, I guess talked about a little bit in your episode, Mattel, I figured since I want to tell about my Mattel story, but I figured for a good episode would be talking about weird jobs that you guys have had.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Weird jobs.
I can think of bad jobs, but not weird jobs.
Well, I mean, that probably could work, yeah.
But yeah, no bad jobs can go into it. But I'm gonna, because we briefly mentioned Mattel in Charles' previous episode.
Yeah, that's true, yeah, about your Mattel thing, so, okay.
Yeah, so growing up, I lived in California, and Mattel's headquarters are in California. And so growing up, my mom saw like a newspaper article that was like, Mattel was saying, oh, we want children to like test our toys. And so she sent me and my middle brother at the time to Mattel's headquarters in Joe.
Sorry. I just see little you, like, eating like a Barbie and go like, my toy tastes funny.
No, I never did that, actually.
The hair is stringy.
No. Thankfully, when this occurred, I was in like the 4th grade, so
Oh, okay.
I was a little bit older than that. But no, I actually never did that to any of my toys.
Why the block don't bend this way?
Oh my God.
Can I use it like a hammer?
I want to cut her hair and make her look like Cynthia.
Cynthia, no. Hard.
Oh my God. Yeah, Vinny, you can't. You and your words.
Where's the duct tape? We'll make it easy.
Oh, gee.
Oh, my God.
No, but thankfully I also never used scissors to destroy my toys either. I never was that kind of kid.
I mean, I was that kind of kid from time to time. I'm just saying.
I liked taking things apart to see how they worked and then putting them back
I had a
together.
slinky,
Okay, that.
but I straightened it.
Exactly. I took so many things apart, and I still tend to do that.
Even when I was a kid, I took apart my Buzz Lightyear multiple times to see how he worked, how he functioned.
I remember you talking about this.
Yeah, and he had really bad knees. I tried fixing them, but they didn't they didn't give him the proper ratchet joint, so he just was always like limp.
Gotta love those factory defects.
Oh yeah.
Then you go to bend his arm.
Dude, there was a time I took my freaking green army men, I lined them up in a row, and I took the lid of my toy box and just dropped it to see how they broke apart. And I would just like write down, okay, this one's head got decapitated, he broke off his base, arm went missing, and I was
That's
like,
some
next subject.
That's some masochist
my
shit
gosh.
right there, Vinny.
Damn,
But it
Vinny.
was scientific though. Like you were jotting down like, oh, these are the results.
Yeah, I was getting weird results. I felt bad afterwards. But
Backwards E, break with a KT.
But I still, they were green army men, so all I had to do was take some super glue, glue them back together, poop, done.
It stuck to my finger!
And that still happens to me today.
Oh my god.
But I think it's
I
worse.
told you to stop sniffing that glue, Vinny. Okay,
Oh no, no,
I gotta make sure to lower that in the end.
Smells like toxic fumes.
Oh my gosh.
I can smell colors.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, never smell hot glue or super glue from a fire marshal.
okay, just going back though.
Don't do that again.
All right, Sabrina, back to the days at Mattel.
Yeah, but back to that. I still remember there was like 30 of us.
What happened
wow.
to the
And-
29?
She's the lone survivor.
Did they ever make it out alive? Did you hear their screams?
One way out. One way out.
Execute these clones here, Charles.
Was it like Poppy Playtime? They went to a playground and never came back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They
That's
dropped
scary.
a big army pail.
That's here. That one's head came off. That one's arm came off. That one's screaming.
Build a child.
Take apart. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mango.
Oh my god.
Trap, danger, danger.
Oh my
You were
god.
saying?
I know. I remember there being 30 of us and like only like 5 girls. Whatever.
That's a really small number for how many kids they had.
Yeah. I don't remember why the girls were so low.
Huh.
I don't.
Right,
don't know if they
did
ever
Mattel
said.
have G.I. Joe? Was that Hasbro?
G.I. Joe was, yeah, that was Hasbro at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, G.I. Joe was Hasbro. Hasbro also had Transformers. Mattel had He-Man,
Oh,
Barbie.
that's probably why
Yeah.
they we gotta get all the kids to test the He-Man toys, and then
and
the girls try the Barbie toys.
not to mention Hot Wheels as well. Hot Wheels was
Oh.
Mattel.
Yeah. I
okay.
really, because growing up as a very young child, I was obsessed with Hot Wheels. So like when I got to this, I was like, I don't want to just test Barbie. I want to test Hot Wheels.
Nice.
Yeah.
So thankfully they were nice and let me do that from time to time too.
And
That's good.
And during those times
Yeah.
too, He-Man was not on the high rise. So He-Man during those times when you were probably toy testing was just like in the back corner, just collecting dust.
Hey, kids, what do you
Probably.
think of this? What is that? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I was expecting He-Man.
Probably, I don't know, because I remember them like sectioning us off too in like little rooms. From what I remember too.
Let's see
Yeah,
what
I know.
happens when we take away the puppy.
yeah, basically. Yeah. They probably were observing you too, like see how you played with it.
I think so. And then because like I for sure did Barbie and Polly Pocket, and then when I got to the boys' toys or whatever, luckily they gave me. Thankfully, they gave me the Hot Wheels because that was what I wanted.
Well, I'm glad that they listened to that.
So
Have these judge knobs. Green here means good. Red is bad. Do you like this product, kids?
But no, they were definitely observing us from what I remember because they were like making sure that we liked it, how we interacted with it, and if it
Right.
like worked good or well to their standards.
I just see 3 guys behind the double pane glass just watching Sabrina in lab coats and clipboards. Okay. Oh, she dropped it. Oh, it's fine.
She's an anomaly. Hold on.
This Barbie doll's arm broke off. Check for quality.
Okay.
Accessories were thrown aside.
Yep.
No, and it
Alright,
did-
Beastman. He-Man product.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This kid's trying to shove the Hot Wheels up his nose.
You know,
old
a
one
kid
there.
trying to do
Yeah.
that.
Shoved it up his ass.
Increase toy size by 10%.
You're supposed to be playing with these toys, you stupid children. Kid with the buzzer.
Paint tastes so good.
It's like, child is shoving He-Man sword into my. Oh God!
Stop the test. Stop the test. They're like hitting the red button.
You just see the kid.
Sir, look at the kid counter. 28, 29, or 28, 27, 20.
We're losing them left and
You
right.
guys ever see kids try to eat the toys?
Oh yeah.
Not in my group,
Okay.
but because my group we were all girls, so like I didn't see it.
Get the 5 girls over there, the rest of the guys over there.
Maybe the guys did. I don't know. But yeah, no, we did this. Me and my brother, we did this for 3 winters, and so it wasn't until my 6th grade year was when we stopped it. But that was last year we did it, and that was when I finally got to do like the computer games. Like Mattel had a bunch of computer
okay.
games, and they're like, "Well, you're old enough, so please test out these computer games for us." And I remember that being super fun. But yeah, no, with all this Mattel talk, it's making me really excited for the Mattel theme park that's gonna come here.
Yes.
I keep forgetting
Yeah.
that's coming to Arizona.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're currently building it. There's like people have been like taking videos of like the tracks being like laid on the ground. And
They got the Hot Wheels roller coaster.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I know. I signed up to get notified about this park's grand opening to see if I could get in for early access.
for once, we don't have to travel far. It's gonna be in Arizona.
Still
Exactly.
travel far though. I mean,
Where is it again?
It's over by Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah, Glendale.
It's like an hour and a half or so.
Okay, but that's better than like 6 hours in a car.
True. But
I will drive an hour and a half for a big theme park.
my mom was actually ticked off that was being built way off over there because, like, in Chandler, we barely have anything nearby us. And here they are building a freaking casino just down the street from my house by a family's neighborhood and reservation when it's like, we should have the Mattel park closer to where we are so we actually have more business booming. Otherwise,
Yeah, that is a little odd.
because they were so here's a little backstory to you guys. They were supposed to build a theme park in Casa Grande because there's wide open space over there by the neighborhoods and reservations. But then the people got pissed off and rallied and said, "We don't want that here." It was supposed to be a giant DreamWorks water park.
Oh wow!
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
They were going to have this full-on theme park. It got canceled, and now they're building the Mattel land over here by Cardinal Stadium, and we're just like, bring shit over here, man.
Just move. You're in Chandler, man.
We're in a good spot in Chandler. Chandler needs more business like that. Just saying.
It is kind of stupid though how resistant some of the people in Casa Grande have been because like I used to live in Casa Grande and it was
Oh.
like pulling teeth just to get like the mall that they built there.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my
otherwise
gosh.
it was like you had to go for over an hour to get to anything.
30 minutes to an hour. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing up there.
There's
Other-
nothing up there.
Other,
Yeah.
than, other than just like the Fritos warehouse job that you can get where you're getting big bucks of money, like $30 an hour just to watch bags get sealed up and sent off. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Really.
yeah.
I was like, oh.
Stop eating the product.
They even say you can do taste testing.
Perfect.
So yeah, I don't get it. It's like there's nothing out there otherwise. Build something up, you know.
There should
There's
be-
so much land.
There should be some entertainment systems and stuff like that out there. But yeah, that does add to the weird jobs of taste testing and whatnot.
I know add to that segment, but I still remember too. Like we got to keep some of the toys that we tested too
That
from
is
that
cool.
day. Yeah.
It's just like your 10-cent toy. We'll just mark it up to $10 later.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding.
Yeah, no, and then growing up, because I got to test them, I saw them out like on the shelves a year later. I was like, wait a minute. I saw that. Wait a minute.
You got to play with the prototypes.
Pretty much.
Is there still one that you've kept over the years, or no? They've
Unfortunately, no. I wish. I wish, because like I got a ton of like Hot Wheels and stuff from them too.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so, like, if I would have kept anything, the Hot Wheels of what I wouldn't have cared about the Barbies or anything else, but the Hot Wheels is what I would have
There
wished
was
I
one
would have
Hot
kept.
Wheel I regret losing, and I really wish I still had this because I have not seen Mattel make it anymore. It's the Red Baron. From Toy
Oh,
Story.
yeah.
Like, because all the guys, John Lasseter, they all said if you're gonna have one of the most iconic Hot Wheels in this movie, it has to be the Red Baron. And so when that was put into the movie, they did that as a great product placement, and they were able to sell this vintage Hot Wheels track labeled with Toy Story on it with the Red Baron, and now you can't find that for shit. And I'm like, Mattel, give me the Red Baron. I will buy 20 of those because that's such an iconic Hot Wheel. Oh, speaking of which, you want to know something weird? A long time ago, me and my sisters at school, these professionals came to our school. They told us to write out what our ideal dream toy would be. And my sister came up with a product that swept the nation. She wrote on her paper, she said she would love to have a glow-in-the-dark basketball because it's too hot for us to play outside. And because we always play outside at night because it's nice and cool out and we had the porch lights on and everything. Sure enough, after she wrote that, 6 months later, here comes a glow-in-the-dark basketball. My mom was furious. She knew that my sister made that shit up, and she's like, what the fuck?
Wow.
And it's like, we all came up with good toys back then. Like, they literally used us.
Thanks for the idea, kids.
Yeah.
This is mine now.
Free market and research. All right.
That's exactly what they did.
We need you to sign this paper that you did not create the idea.
Pretty much. They were like, okay, we'll just go to these schools, use these kids as guinea pigs to come and see what great ideas they come up with. And because we can't have them sign a contract or they can't even say that they came up with it, there you go. So they pretty much used us as lab rats.
Well, it's kind of like when Garmin ripped off my idea.
Oh,
for their
yeah,
UI.
true.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, whatever.
Yeah, unless you don't put your mark on it, then
Exactly,
it's free reign.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, God forbid, you got to come up with an idea, mail it to yourself with a stamp on it, and there's your copyright claim.
Yeah.
Restricted. TM.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, no, I remember enjoying it. That was a fun, good 3 years and doing it with my brother. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's my weird job. I guess my other weird job, because I told Will about this, I also, during that time, during the summers, I worked at an aquarium.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Doing what?
Feeding the fish, cleaning the tanks. Yeah. And, letting guests come in for, aquarium tours and stuff like that. Yeah.
You're right, Joe.
Joe. Oh, no. Joe.
Keep going. Keep going. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
You're not ready. No. No, I worked at the Manhattan Beach Pier, and so it has a really small.
Okay.
small
Yeah, I know
aquarium.
that.
Yeah, if you know where that one. Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a super small, little aquarium, but it was super fun. Fun working there, and I also got to go fishing off of the pier too.
What?
So yeah, but Joe, I
I'm so
need to hear
curious.
this.
No. So you're working at the aquarium. Right here is this type of fish and all that. I just see this girl.
Little Sabrina.
Someone put the flakes in there.
Oh, man.
So little Sabrina just eating the flakes like little goldfishies.
Oh no! No.
That's just yeah.
Oh my God, that is funny
mental
though.
image.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
Everyone podcasting.
You just hear in the background the Mario song.
Oh my God.
The river, the fishes hatch. You just see Sabrina flop like.
Vinny's dying.
My chest hurts.
Oh, there's
Water,
Sabrina.
man.
There's Sabrina.
Lands in the boat.
She used splash.
That's not very effective. Danny's like, ooh, I'm going to catch her.
Pokeball, go.
All right.
Oh my gosh, but that is my extent of my weird jobs.
Okay.
My chest hurts.
Oh, man.
Think you got. Yeah.
Oh my God. So I guess I'll throw in my spot. Not I guess the weirdest job for me was working at Harkins. Man, they dressed back in those days. If you look at Harkins now, they have really nice uniforms. But back then, when I worked there, they made us into freaking monkeys in suits.
Oh.
We had to wear a white shirt, black pants, black dress shoes, bow tie, and one of those bib guards.
Cummerbunds.
Cummerbunds, yeah.
Cumberbuns.
Cumberbuns.
Cumberpatch?
Cumberbatch?
Cumberbatch? Yeah.
But no, like, it was, God, that was such a joke because it made us look like idiots. We were covered in popcorn butter. We were just exhausted. Our shoes were the slipperiest freaking things of our lives. Like, I swear, I had so many sprains working at that job, just trying to shuffle through popcorn all over the floor.
You ever deal with rats?
Mice.
Mice.
Oh no.
Oh.
You know what the sad part too is, like, one of my bosses told me to try and help save this mice that was caught in our trap, and another one just comes out and just throws the box into the compressor. I was just like, you asshole.
Oh.
Oh,
he
that's
just goes-
brutal.
Yeah, he just stands there and just goes, "It's gonna die anyways. Don't worry about it." I'm just like, you fucking asshole. Like,
Damn.
screw you. And so that really was the weird job. Like, they just were so over the top strict with service in theaters. There was no benefits to it. We were forced to work during holidays and
Oh, yeah.
barely had a chance
Yeah.
to watch movies. After I got fired, I ended up working at KB Toys. That was probably the best 4 years of my life. I got to get first grabs at everything that came out.
Screw you. This whole time.
two! You got
Yeah, too.
Get the Vinny!
Get him!
Like, I remember back then, we actually got the first dibs of the 2008 Iron Man movie figures, Spider-Man 3, Transformers, Indiana Jones. That was like the fourth one that came out.
Yeah, Crystal Skull, yeah.
Dude, we had that weird Indiana Jones doll with the rubberized face where when you push him on the back, his mouth would move like Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers.
Yeah, yeah.
Just going, fortunately, Larry Kid. Fortunately,
That's creepy. Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound creepy. Ooh.
But when it comes to like weird jobs, I mean, hell, I in just the most normal jobs were just like the weirdest shit I've ever had to deal with, especially like between Harkins, KB Toys, Safeway. They made me do some weird shit. I hated my jobs. I wasn't paid well enough for it.
Weren't you a food stalker when you were at Safeway?
I would do night stock. I worked in bakery. I was a clerk. I was in floral too. Like I was
Wow.
all over the place. But I just got so fed up with being treated like shit from that place. I finally was able to quit and just give my boss the middle finger because my boss at the very end of it all, our bosses would shift gears and change places, and there was this one boss that had short man syndrome, ego crap problems.
How tall was he?
Like 4 foot.
Oh, no.
He was 4 foot,
Oh
voice
my
like
gosh.
Palpatine. I'm talking, he literally talked like this all the time. And
What's his problem? I'm getting
Sorry, he has a short temper.
lay on the short jokes. This guy was an asshole. He was a
Was he George Jetson's boss?
There are those that think little of him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, everybody thought little of this guy. I'll tell you what, because he was such a jackass. Like this was probably the one time I was not afraid to go to jail because he pissed me off so bad.
This is where you punch through the cereal boxes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So there was a whole pallet of Captain Crunch cereal boxes. We're talking this box was like 3 foot by 3 foot in diameter. As soon as he walked away, I couldn't. This was probably the one time I actually let loose. I punched a hole all of the way through this entire box of Captain Crunch. I dragged the box with me and just threw it into the back of Damage, saying "fuck this shit."
Oh my
And I
gosh.
clocked out for the day because I was just done with him. He was
Yeah.
writing me up for doing protocol. I was doing protocol exactly the way I was told to do, and I had to keep building up a case every single time he wrote me up for no reason. And by the time I quit, I got to look at this guy in his face and say, "Fuck you."
Nice.
And I was done.
Wow.
There you go.
Walked
Yeah.
out of that job, done, deal with. All right, somebody take over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So I don't really have. I don't. I have a weird job, and I'm putting the word job in air quotes here because I wasn't exactly paid money for it. But basically, I was in charge of running the Pokemon trading card game league for Wizards of the Coast store at Fiesta Mall.
Wow.
Yeah. So what happened was, without delving too deep into the long history of my Pokemon trading card game career, I ended up getting. Is there something funny being passed on?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay, anyway.
Joe posted a video of fish jumping up a river, then a guy jumping up a river, and he says Sabrina.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, no, it's fine. It's fine. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Anyway, so I like towards the latter end of Wizards of the Coast, running or owning the rights to the Pokemon trading card game, they had this thing where basically all of what they considered the adults could get this thing where they would basically be able to run tournaments and also run trading card game league events. And so once they passed testing, which there was actually quite a bit involved with the testing, it was crazy.
Interesting.
But yeah, like you had to there was this big book you had to study, and then you had to take a test, and you had to get like you couldn't get lower than like a 95% or something like that. It was intense, like the test. But fortunately, I knew the game inside out, backwards and forwards, so I was fine. But yeah, then you get like a card and a certificate and all that, and yeah, so. I remember it got brought up. So it was a friend of mine mentioned to the Wizards of the Coast manager. It was like, oh yeah, he's certified to be able to run events, and so they contacted me. The manager of the store contacted me and said, hey, would you like to run this? And I was like, yeah, let me come in. We can discuss it. And so I came in, and she led me downstairs. Apparently, they rented out this old restaurant that used to be on the first floor, like straight across from where Wizards of the Coast was. And you could tell it was a restaurant because the way they had the partition set up and everything. And they even had like booths and stuff, there. But I don't remember what it used to be, but so, and she unlocked it and everything, and like there was still some trash there, and they said, yeah, we're going to get this all cleaned out for you. But yeah, basically you've got all these tables here. You can run the trading card game league. And I said, all right, cool. And she told me like, okay, we have these kits here, and she brought out the kits. And like you can use this, and
interesting.
And also there were like times where like if I had enough people that showed up, we could run tournaments like booster drafts.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so I would collect the money, we'd run the booster draft, and then at the end of the day, I'd take the money up to them and everything like that. I think they ended up like paying me in terms of actually, you know what? I'll take that back. I think they did give me a small paycheck. I want to say I think I earned like $40 over some period of time.
Okay.
But they also like gave me product.
Oh,
so I
okay,
was
that's
like, okay,
nice.
so that kind of worked. But yeah, it was mainly product was the thing they were paying me in. And I remember I was like trying to advertise, for them and everything. We had the little flyers up on the doors saying, hey, the trading card league, game league is back, and we got like a decent amount of people. And then, the word came in that, okay, yeah, it's, Wizard of the Coast is no longer, has the rights to the game. There's no more, product that's going to be coming, and we're shutting it down. And I remember for our last hoorah, like I had a big tournament, and like they didn't even like give me anything. So what I did was I took like a whole bunch of extra cards that I had, and I just put them up as prizes. And I said,
oh, that's cool.
And I think I ended up making it was like a free tournament. I just said free tournament. You guys could play, and like even the losers, like I gave them like a hollow foil out of my book or something like that. And the winners, I started like pulling out old product that I had from like. There would be times when Wizards was sending me just boxes of stuff because I was, not certified. They'd send me like a huge box of stuff to like use for prizes or booster drafts or whatever. I was just giving it out, whatever, to left and right. And just one last big hoorah before they shut it down. And yeah, and I got to run that. I want to say it was several months I got to run that, so.
That's still pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. It was fun. Yeah, it's a shame that it ended, but it was a fun time. So yeah. All right, who else?
Danny.
I really didn't have weird jobs. I mean, a job I had was, I think I told you about this. I was the assistant to one of my mom's friends. She had me update her Craigslist as a mural painter. And I would go with her every once in a while to actually help her out with mural paintings. It was decently paid, but my first real job, I won't say it was a weird job, it was just a bad job. I was working at what is now known as Jake's Unlimited, Amazing Jake's. Hands down the worst job I've ever had. So, I was hired as a busser.
Oh no.
I did that for one day. Not even a full day. No, not even a full day. I did it for most of the shift. Like, hey, we need you now in dishes. What?
Yeah.
So then they moved me to dishes, but I kept trying to squeeze out and keep doing what I was hired to do, be a busser. But then they kept putting me back in dishes. And then finally, the only reason I stayed on for as long as I did, they made me a pizza maker. One thing about Amazing Jake's is where the pizza window was, where we put it out and everything. It was right across from the movie room, from the theater area, and they always had one TV out there that was playing what the first screen was showing. So, Cars, Brave, Zootopia, and I want to say one other movie would help me get through the rest of that summer. But I quickly got sick of Cars and Brave.
Oh, man.
I can never get tired of Cars, but no, I get that because when I worked at Native Grill and Wings, it used to be called Native New Yorker.
Yep.
I got hired on as a dishwasher, not knowing what the hell I was doing. I was actually emotionally breaking down because I just lost my current job at the time, and I went from being a college graduate to dishwashing. So you can imagine the psychological breakdown on that BS. And they had me from dishwasher to busser, and they tried moving me up to pizza maker. And the stupid part is they wanted me to be pizza maker, dishwasher, and busser all in the same night. And I'm like, no, not going to happen. Literally, as soon as I would get into work, 3 foot high, 6 foot across, 3 foot deep, all stacked with dishes.
Are you shitting me?
No one cared to do dishwashing. Nobody cared to empty their plates. As soon as I would get into work at 4 o'clock, I had to handle all that within 2 minutes because they were bum rushing me for dinner time. I'm like, what, you're telling me you're too busy to handle dishes? And one of the managers I would get into about this, he's like, no, I don't have time. I'm like, oh, so you expect me to just get all this shit done drastically? So as soon as I get in, what do I have to do? Clog the sinks, turn on the hot water. I would literally pour soap water like crazy into one of the sinks, take all the dishes, clean them off, but any of them that had cheese and stuff like that, dump them into the sink so the cheese would get warm enough to where I could just wipe it off, cleanse, dump into the sanitizer, let them sit out and dry, and then be done within 30 minutes. Because another guy that I worked with, he would just shove everything with food and everything into the washing machine, the little washing machine.
Yeah.
So I would have to spend most of my nights for an hour taking apart that freaking dishwashing machine because the spinners would get clogged up with cheese.
No.
I would have to take those things apart. I was literally Mario in the dishwasher section. And I had to do this for 4 years.
Oh my god.
Oh, my
That's
God.
brutal.
I'm sorry, dude.
I was enduring like crazy because it was all I had. That was the worst job I ever had. Not the weirdest, but the worst. Because I just dealt with stupid, idiotic, incompetent morons who were either in charge or working with me. And the guy that I had stuck working with me as a dishwasher would just go sit out and watch basketball on the screen and get high. I'm like, why are we having this guy on staff? My God.
Nope.
He's the token high dude.
He's the token idiot. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Stoner.
Yeah. Supposedly a father, and he can't even freaking manage his own job. I'm like, my God,
Oh,
you are
no.
a waste of space.
Oh, boy.
But speaking of weird jobs, I just did a quick little search for this discussion. Found top 10 weirdest jobs, so I wanted to bring that
Oh,
up.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for
All
it.
right.
Number 10, professional sleeper.
What? Hell? Do you test mattresses or something?
A hotel in Finland hired a member of staff as professional sleepers to test the comfort of their beds.
Yeah, they're a mattress tester.
Yeah, the individual sleeps in a different one of the hotel beds each night with rights of review about their satisfaction with each one. So I guess they would test out which mattresses they liked from different companies to see whether or not they would satisfy the customers or not.
Interesting.
Number
Okay.
9, drying paint watcher.
What?
Says right here, this isn't a joke. Someone actually earns a living watching paint dry. A man in the UK currently has the job, and he spends his days painting sheets of cardboard to test how long new paint mixes take to dry and watching for changes in color and texture.
Interesting.
So, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Holy shit. I need to find a job like that.
That would be like. It seems like that'd be the most boring
Yeah, I
job in the
know.
world.
Well, think about this. That's like analyzing code. Because you're watching paint.
No, dude.
Shut that down real fast.
Hey, you know what? If I have to sit there all day, wait 10 minutes for paint to dry, I'll sit there and be like, subject A, not done. Subject B, done. Subject C, holy shit, that gone to Grand Canyon territory. Okay. What the fuck? Number 8, full-time Netflix viewer.
What?
I can kind of see
Yeah,
that.
those are the strange
Doing-
ones. Yeah, like
Yeah,
3 months for like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, it says here Netflix has hired someone to watch all their content before it's available to the public, and their role is to review and assign each program. It's correct to tag, help us viewers exactly which is faster, alternate, blah, blah, blah. Basically trying to categorize and see whether it's good or not.
Okay, I could kind of see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7, train pusher.
Okay. Like pushing the cards together.
So they have like a device that they use. I'm assuming.
Go outside.
They got like Mr. Incredible fucking pushing trains.
Well, it says here, if you think an underground railroad in London is bad, you should see the trains in Japan. Oh, yeah, I cannot pronounce this. Help me out here.
Can you give it to the Asian one here? Okay.
I know you can read it.
Oshias? Yeah. Oshias.
okay.
Yeah.
Shias are hired to help cram as many people into a train as possible by pushing them from the outside until the doors will close.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, because the trains get so packed, and so they literally have people that their job is to make sure
The
that
doors
they're-
close, yeah.
the doors close.
That's
Yep,
weird.
yep. I
Oh
didn't
my
know they were
God.
called train pushers, though.
Number 6 is professional mourner.
Mourner?
Mourner?
This is a tradition in Southeast Asia that a loud funeral will assist the dead as they travel to the afterlife. So professional mourners are hired to cry and weep loudly through the service.
Roger! You never seen Wedding Crashers?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Wow.
Oh my god, can you imagine how many people here would actually try to get paid for that? Fake mourning?
Oh my gosh.
All these people cared for Vinny. No, we just paid him.
That would hurt, actually.
Forget.
No, that's okay. You know, like, if it was Danny's, it'd be Sabrina be there crying,
I
and
know,
then somebody
Joe's
passed her a paycheck.
I would see that as Joe being the professional crier at his funeral. All right, Joe,
$100
you're
bucks,
good.
sir.
Here's $500.
Thank you.
Next one.
Okay, so number 5 is snake milker.
Oh, for the venom?
yeah.
For
Wait,
like
That's not a
anti-venom?
weird- I mean, it's not a weird job. Like, you have to milk the venomous snakes to get their to extract the venom to make anti-venom.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a dangerous job. It's not a weird job. It's a dangerous job.
That is, yeah.
It is a very dangerous job. I've seen it done multiple times. Even my dad's side of the family, they would actually catch rattlesnakes and get their venom out because they would help donate that to the hospitals.
Oh.
Because, again, rattlesnakes are a big deal in Texas.
Arizona.
Yes.
Arizona, Texas, you name it. They're everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, because like I think they like put them in a tube and all that, and then they have their fangs out.
It
yeah.
depends on how it's done, depending on the type of venomous snake. Like,
Right.
for example, some species of rattlesnakes have to be done that way just because of how aggressive they are.
Right.
But some species, you are able to just pin down, grab behind the back of the head, and then have them bite on top of that cup.
Right,
You literally
yeah.
have to, like,
Yeah.
use your 2 fingers to squeeze
Yeah.
the jaw
Squeeze.
Oh.
No, not squeeze the jaw. Squeeze the venom glands on the top
Yeah,
of the jaw.
exactly.
and use your index or your point finger to kind of like hold the head in place.
Basically, yeah.
Interesting.
Snakes may terrify the fuck out of me, but I still know a lot about them.
That's surprising. Number 4 is dog food taster.
Dog food taster.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
The dog food tester's job is to taste new dog food products, including bones, thin meat, and biscuits. They do this to test for flavor, texture, and comparison to rival dog food brands and human food.
Oh, yeah, they give that to homeless people.
Oh.
Yeah, you see many of them in L.A.
Hey. You know what? A job's a job. You get free food and you get paid.
Oh.
Number 3, odor judge.
What? That seems subjective.
In order to test the effectiveness of a new product's odor judges are hired to smell volunteers' breath, feet, and armpits. Man, this is a fetish thing right here. I know a lot of people are into this weird kink, and I stay the fuck away from that.
Ugh.
They make sure their judgment is accurate. The members of the staff have their sense of smell tested monthly. Let's hope those products are doing the trick for the judge's sake.
Sure.
Yeah, no.
The second one is Marmite taster.
Marmite. Oh, isn't that spread that's in the UK or something?
Marmite.
Let me see. It says here, they say you love it or hate it in the case of St. John's Skeleton, he really takes his appreciation for it to another level. As part of a team's Marinate tester, he is responsible for checking each batch of Marinate.
Marmite.
Marmite, thank you. Marmite is the correct texture.
Yeah, I think it's a thing you put on toast. It's like you put a thin layer of it, and it's.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of like a brownish thing.
Yeah.
Vegemite?
Yeah, Vegemite,
Or
maybe?
is it? Well, yeah. Well, there's also I think there's Vegemite. I think it's like a variation of Marmite.
Take a look at what Marmite looks like.
Says here,
actually.
St. John's Skeleton, in the 30 years he has been working there, he has eaten around 3,000 jars of this stuff.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay, so you're basically right, Charles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Okay.
So yeah, I heard it definitely was a love it or hate it. Like some people love it, some people hate it. I've never actually tried it, so I have no idea.
What?
What just happened?
What?
Basically, first look at the Lego, just Batman 1992 in the poly bag. So
Oh.
it's part of the, yeah, hold on. There's more.
Vinny?
Vinny! I'm going to have to lower that in editing.
Charles, you're like, my ears!
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Holy.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Really cool.
I know. There's that one and
And I
penguins.
muted the monitor for that one. Oh shoot!
Yeah,
that is
there's going to be a bat cave set.
Ooh.
Oh, Yoink.
Yep.
Me and Joe. So side of that, we're gonna get to number 1 in a minute. But just on the side, me and Joe have just been geeking out over Batman stuff ever since Michael Keaton's figure hit the shelf.
Yeah. Well, we said that in the last one. Okay. Come on.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Scuba diving pizza delivery man.
Hell yeah, I want that job.
I just find it funny. We were just talking about the aquarium. In the
Hey Sabrina, is this something you used to do?
The octopus wants a 3-cheese blend pizza.
I just imagine now Ace Ventura now.
Yeah, the octopus is just pays in like the mollusks or the little shells. There you go.
I can do calamari flan. Only play half.
Anyway, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
If the fact that there is an underwater hotel in Florida isn't bizarre enough, to add to that, they have a scuba diving pizza delivery man who supplies them with pizza by carrying them through the sea with a watertight case. What service?
No, yeah, there are underwater hotels.
Right,
They're not big, but they do exist.
That's so bizarre, though. Like, man, you got to be getting paid a lot of money just to be suiting up and doing all that stuff. But yeah, since we were talking about weird jobs,
No,
I
thank
had
you.
to bring that up. I was like, okay,
That was good.
Let's talk about that.
I would love to be a scuba
Yeah.
diver pizza delivery guy. That'd be like that's not a weird job. That's a cool job.
I have gone scuba diving.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's more listings. There's another one, top 30. Number 1 is Paranormal Guide.
I've heard of those.
Oh, hell no.
What?
Number 3 on this. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Paranormal Guide, number 1. Number 2, milking snakes. Number 3, detecting landmines with rodents.
Oh yes, I've heard of that. Yes.
You release a box of rats onto a field.
Yeah. Oh, so what they do is they take these rats and they train them from like birth to actually go out, and they're smart, like almost like German shepherds, and they will, since they're so light, they won't set off the mines, but they can go along and they'll
Interesting.
sniff, and when they sniff a mine, they'll like indicate. And so then the person, the handler, can then mark like, okay, here's a mine that needs to be excavated and handled properly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I think there was like a rat that was like, it did its job for like many, many years.
Wow.
And it was like one of the best at it. And so, yeah, no, I've heard of that. And it's actually it's a really good profession because it makes sure that any mines that have been, or explosives that have been buried over time.
Right, like you go into an old field and like, all right, guys, take a look.
Exactly. Yeah. And they just the rats. I think they set up like a little like guideline system.
Yeah.
So that the rats know like, okay, stay in here, and then they just like move along and check for interest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so to add to that, I wish I actually brought up this list sooner because this list actually gives a price range of how much you've earned. Per
Oh,
hour.
okay.
So the paranormal guide earns $40 an hour.
Damn.
Milking snakes is $5,000 per month.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
So that'd be like basically like a $2,500 a paycheck for a month.
Dude, I
Pretty
wouldn't
much.
mind doing that as a job. My God. Detecting landmines with rodents is $10 per day.
10 what?
$10.
That's it? $10 a day?
$10 a day.
It's it was like I think in the area that it was like a lot of money because it was like a poor income area.
Dog food taster earns $40,000 per year.
No, thank you.
Feng
Feng shui
consultant, $1,000 per consult.
Okay.
Odor sniffer, $25 per hour.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Danny's over here like, Oh,
Like I thought about it, but just like at the same time, like how desensitized your nose would become after so long.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
know. Especially per hour, my God. Professional snuggler, $40
what
an hour.
the fuck?
How much?
Huh?
How much do they pay for that one?
$40 an hour.
All right. Really making money over here.
Professional snugglers offer comfort to people who feel lonely, depressed, have medical problems, or have suffered severe past trauma events. Becoming a professional cuddler is not difficult, but you have to have empathy, good ethics, and morals. Cuddlers are often advertise their business online and get paid anywhere from $20 to $40 an hour.
So I could understand the medical problems part. Like that I could
Yeah.
get. Yeah.
And not to mention drama and social issues, like if you really feel that kind of depression.
The heck?
Intimacy coordinator,
For like movies and theater.
I guess, but it even says that payment's unknown.
Oh.
Movie watcher for $15 an hour. I get paid better than that.
Yeah.
Professional mourner is $100 a session.
Oh my god.
That was right.
Yeah, sign me up.
I might actually have to look at this as a side job now because I'm good at mourning. Professional bridesmaid.
What?
Wow, $7,000 a month.
What the hell?
Wow.
That's bank. Iceberg mover, $20,000 a year.
Oh, that's
Iceberg?
That's it. For
That's
icebergs?
it?
Dog surfing instructor, $13 an hour.
Wait,
Dog surfing.
dog surfing?
I mean,
Like-
I've seen videos of like dogs on like those like little skateboards. Yeah.
yeah, but this is a job you can teach. What?
Joe.
It's a job.
No.
Professional mermaid, $300 an hour.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, don't you have a friend who does that?
Professional mermaid, $300 an hour.
No,
I was gonna say I don't think she gets paid that much.
No, she's a Ren Fair, but no, not that. Yeah.
Face feelers, $25 per hour.
Oh my god. The look on Sabrina's face.
Sabrina made the weirdest face. Like, Danny, what the fuck are you doing?
$25 an hour for a face peeler.
These are sensory scientists who use their hands to judge the effectiveness of skin products like lotions, facial cleaners, and razors. It requires some training, but these sensory scientists can make up to 25 an hour feeling different faces.
Interesting.
Professional foreigner.
What?
Professional foreigner, 1,000 per week. These are professionals who are paid to put on a suit and shake hands with important businessmen. They are sometimes paid to attend real estate events and pose as foreigners and celebrities. Many of these individuals can make 1,000 a week or a particularly assigned of events.
I want that.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I'll do that.
Put on a fake accent. Hi, I'm Bruce Lane. Wait, what is this? Professional line stander.
Line stander?
Yes, line stander.
So you're being paid to stand in line 1,000 a week.
All right, I'll do it.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
I'm still young. I could do it.
Oh no.
Fortune cookie writer, $40,000 per year.
I feel like I could do that on the side.
Yeah.
Jeez.
With some of the fortunes we've gotten, I think we could write better.
They're not fortune,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
advice cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
Advice cookies.
Soap boiler, earning is $20 an hour.
Okay. I've heard of that. Like, maybe a soap maker, basically.
Oh, okay.
Involves turning fat into neat soap, which is used for bars and powders.
Oh.
Human statue, 100 per hour.
Yeah.
Oh, those guys like you
okay.
see in Vegas and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Airplane painter, 20 an hour.
Airplane painter?
Yeah, someone who paints
Oh, so
Yeah,
fix
yeah.
airplanes. Okay, I can see that. But
dinky operator, 24 per hour.
what the hell is a dinky?
Dinky, yeah.
Oh, what were those? I think I know what you're talking about. Describe it, please.
Okay, so it says here, what in the blue moon is a dinky operator? Well, they work with dinky engineers, mostly within a rail industry operating.
engines.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to say it's a boat.
Transport, timber, coal, and rock. I think a dinky is like one of those operating
Smaller?
machines.
I think it's like a smaller.
It's like isn't that the word for a boat?
I want to say
No,
it's
that's a dinghy.
I-
This is a dinky.
D-I-N-K-Y?
K-E-Y, I think.
Golf ball divers, 200 a day.
I've heard of
A
that. Yeah.
small locomotive.
Okay, small goal.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I've seen that where like they have the pretty much like scuba gear, pretty much, and they
Oh,
go
okay.
in and they get the balls out of the water and they yeah
Beware of the crocodiles.
no kidding. Well, it's if you're in Florida for sure.
Yeah.
Alligators, not crocodiles.
Yeah.
Alligators, crocodiles, but tomato. Same.
They're not the same thing.
I know they're not the same thing, but I always get those two mixed up.
Alligators have the U-shaped snout. Crocodiles have the V-shaped snout.
Thief hunter, 500,000 per year.
So that's a bounty hunter,
I was
basically.
gonna say a bounty hunter, yeah.
Pet
I
food.
am the dog, the big bad dog. Copyright.
What the fuck is happening here?
No, it's South Park, man. Remember, like Carmen was pretending to be Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, Infinity
No.
Train. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
No.
South Park.
Where did you get Infinity Train from? South Park.
Somewhere I heard Infinity,
Subtle plug.
but I never watched South Park, so.
No, true. If you want to watch us watch Infinity Train, me, Charles, and Sabrina, head over to Wild Band and watch those reactions every Friday.
It's not even my episode. I'm sitting there looking at you like, why are you plugging that shit in?
I'm just as embarrassed as you are.
I mean, look at Sabrina. Her face is all red. I know. It is.
I'm a shill. I know this.
But yeah, the list goes on and on. So if you guys want to check this out,
What the
What? What?
online dating ghostwriter.
I'm sorry. What?
Online dating ghostwriter. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a professional job.
Many people are desperate for love, which is clear by the wide variety of online dating websites and the millions of profiles. But not everyone can sell themselves to the hunk or the beauty, so some will outsource their online dating profile writing to a professional. Enter the online dating ghostwriter. The salary will vary depending on your writing skills, but you can earn an average of $900 a month.
I'm taking that job.
They need successful ghostwriters. Be like, and dinky.
I've been ghosted for 10 fucking years on dating apps. I can be a professional
That's why they want.
ghostwriter. But
Well,
yeah,
you need to have a girlfriend before you can be a ghostwriter.
1 star out of 5.
Oh my.
paper towel sniffer.
What? What? Why?
$52,000 a year. Adult toy tester, $25 an hour.
Oh, hey, there you go, Sabrina.
Okay.
No, one of my friends though. Yeah. One of my friends does that as a living, but yeah, no. No. I already know somebody for that.
I know plenty of people for that.
Okay.
Fake. What? You don't know my sources, dude. Trust me, I have some friends on the other side. Fake wedding guest is
Why?
$2,500 per wedding.
Damn.
Okay.
You're so desperate to have people at your freaking wedding? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know, for status. Could be celebrities that try to get people to join them. But yeah, that's the end of that list. I thought I would just
Send me that list so I can link it in the description.
Yeah, I'm gonna, because that is fascinating.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Insane.
No problem. Like, again, we were talking about weird jobs, a part of your topic, Sabrina, so I figured I'd bring that up so we could just have a little bit of discussion on that one. But yeah, wow.
Some of that, though.
Paper
like,
towel sniffer.
Probably had to test to see if any chemicals come through.
I guess it's the title. Paper towel sniffer.
Yeah, a professional line stander.
Just-
Like,
That too.
can you imagine that? Like, you're on a date. Like, so what do you do? Oh, I'm a professional line stander.
You're
It's like,
what?
Yeah, like that's even less believable than like, oh, I'm an influencer or I'm a
Yeah.
YouTuber or something. Like that's more believable than professional line stander.
But really think about that for a second. If you're a professional line stander, that means you're standing in line to do a promo. Like, say if you were to go to a Comic-Con and you were trying to make it look like as if this is the all-time high Comic-Con you must go to, they're going to pay you to stand in line so they can record you, and then you're done.
Or people just pay them like, hey, I can't get this guy's autograph. Can you do it for me?
Oh, okay.
That I could kind of
Yeah,
see. Like,
that's a good
okay,
point.
Like, someone
that's-
stands in place for you until you get there.
it's more like a placeholder. So like a professional line placeholder. Then I think would be more the correct. Huh. Okay, that I could kind of see, especially if it was like a really long line.
Yeah.
So, or if it was, say, for instance, like if you were trying to wait for like a big release of something, you know how people sometimes wait like
Game releases.
Yeah,
yeah,
games.
yeah. So I could kind of see that, but then at that
Right.
point, it's like you're going to be making the big bank because it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be staying here.
What?
This reminds me of the fucking story that happened here in Arizona. At Chandler Fashion Mall, that when Star Wars Revenge of the Sith came out, there was a guy waiting in line dressed up as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he was there for 3 days in line, right? Because this is how it was back in the day. You would tent out.
No, when me and my mom saw Revenge of the Sith, we were wrapped around the Stapley AMC. We were wrapped around the building for that movie.
Right. That would happen back in the day. Like, that was just our experience. But this guy was waiting in line. He's getting closer and closer to the cinema screen. His wife comes out to him, yelling and screaming, like, what the fuck? You haven't been home for 3 days. What the hell are you doing? And she said, like, if you don't come home right now, we're getting a divorce. And he just looks at her and goes, may the force be with you. And she's like, are you effing serious? I'm going to divorce you. Being freaking serious right now. If you don't get your ass home, he just sits there and goes, may the force be with you. And he basically gave up his marriage for Star Wars. I'm just like laughing my ass off.
Oh
Talk
no.
about being a professional line stander. Like, that's the reason why those guys got that job.
Before we wrap up the episode, that made me think of something I saw online the other day. Where is it? I made sure to save it because I thought that was interesting. Okay, here it is. Have you ever this is what it says. Have you ever realized all these franchises, all the fame, but yet there is not a special day celebrated by their fan as a holiday? And they show Marvel, DC, Pirates, Jurassic Park. Star Wars as a cinematic myth is important enough for people around the world to hold a holiday. Star Wars is more than a franchise. It is a part of culture. Star Wars is special because, yeah, we don't have a Marvel day. We don't have a DC day. We do have May the 4th be with you. We have a Star Wars day.
And also with you.
Yeah.
Basically, Star Wars, like, I've put this a couple of times to some of my friends, is that the Force is basically Christianity in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Just take Jesus' powers and make that into a bunch of monks. There you go.
God's like, no, you will die.
There's too many of you in this world. You must survive.
Yeah.
But yeah, on top of Sabrina's topic, I don't even know why I'm talking. This is your
No, you're fine. You're fine. No,
Yeah.
Joe, did you have any?
Let's see.
Did you have any weird jobs before
A
we wrap
weird
up?
job.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was gonna say almost done, but fuck. All right, hold on. Okay, yeah, there was a couple of weird jobs. GameStop sucked.
Oh yeah.
Worked for only 8 hours there at the Superstition Springs one.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that was on Black Friday too.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, rest in peace. Shit.
Yeah. No, I lived. Yeah. So
Really?
no, I was fucking out of there. Another weird one was a video game testing place.
oh yeah.
Let's see, running a costume group. You fuckers out there listening, I'll put you in my book soon. And I'll take your quote. Let's see. And I would say number one would be working at this, I would say, this place called Microchip. And that's when I worked like the crazy 12-hour shifts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from like 6 p.m. to 6 in the morning.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
so I did that for about 5 years. I 3.5 years for being in that lab. And at first it was 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But, working 3 to 4 days a week and you basically get like, at the time it was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday off. And if you're lucky, you get, Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday off or something. So it was pretty neat, but you couldn't really enjoy that Sunday because then you had to pretty much go to bed and all that, get ready. But when it was nighttime, it sucked. It really sucked. Like I had like bags under my eyes.
No.
And my health, it was just bad. Like, I just wanted to stay away from people and all that. And so you could tell where it's like, oh, geez, that's where I get my bitterness from. Yeah.
Costuming groups.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that too.
Happy Lucky Joe. People.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I could say. Like, it's more like you can't really. Now we're talking like people like, weird jobs like embalming corpses or something. Like, No. I never did anything like that. But that would be cool though.
A mortuary assistant.
Yeah. So it's like I said, it's really a small list. I mean, most of the jobs, the reason why I came back, it was because, some of the people, the friends that I had over the years, those were really cool individuals. Some who I talk to still, shoot the shit and all that. And so who I'm still friends with to this day. You know who you are, so everyone listening out there. But that's all I got for weird jobs. So,
Okay.
Thank you.
I've been quiet.
Yeah, sorry, it's kind of to the floor way there.
No, dude. Yeah, I was actually more interested in the list.
Yeah, no,
you
thank
know,
you for
on
the
my-
list.
yeah,
the list
the
is
list
really
was
good.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, like when you brought that up, I was like, well, shit, I better bring this up so we can have a fun little discussion on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely some WTFs in there.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah. Like,
All right,
what?
guys, fill out your resumes quick. Hold on.
If you'll excuse me, I gotta go hand this in.
Oh my gosh.
Don't ask me what job.
Well, I guess this wraps up another episode of the Petty Cash Podcast. This is Sabrina.
This is Danny.
This is Charles.
Vinny.
And Joe.
And slow down and chew your food.
Representing one of the animatronics based on their clothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Color coordination.
Yeah, like even one had a
Foxy pirate ring.
pirate
Not
ring.
ring, but a hook.
The hook, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's supposed to be Mr. Afton's youngest son.
We'll find out. It's up in the air whether or not Mike Schmidt is going to be Michael Afton in this movie. We'll see. I mean, I'd like that, but
And we're also getting the actor that played Ghostface in the Scream movie. So
what?
the actor that plays Scooby-Doo, his name gonna be Springtrap?
He's okay. Yeah,
Matthew
yes.
Lillard?
Matthew Lillard is playing William Afton. Yes,
I want to see him go apeshit.
I do too.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to see him balls to the walls, make me like grab my freaking seat, going shit.
I mean, he's signed on for a 3-picture deal for these movies.
Oh wait, they're thinking 3 pictures. Oh wow.
I mean, they would have to with following the tradition.
What tradition?
I mean, tradition of Hollywood cinema, where you have 3 movies that wrap up the entire franchise.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you could easily do Five Nights at Freddy's in 3 movies.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, because then they'd be able to do the 4th one and the
They can
5th.
they can do what I consider to be the 3 trilogies of the games, because you have the first 3 I call the restaurant trilogy. Mm-hmm. The next 3, 4 through 6, or 4 through Freddy Fazbear Pizza Simulator, I call that the Afton trilogy. Mm-hmm. And then now we have Help Wanted, Special Delivery, and Security Breach. That is the Glitch Trap trilogy.
Interesting.
Yeah, because in that one, they did try bringing him back, and then he gets choked out again by one of his own creations. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with it.
I would love to see Security Breach on on
Oh,
film.
yeah.
Like, cause imagine like how that starts up. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden you hear the just like how the game kind of did,
Yeah.
and then you hear an announcer, and then all of a sudden you see them come like walking out, and it's like, oh my gosh.
So yeah, October 27th, I believe, is the release date. Can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, because it said this Halloween, so it's like, yes, you're finally putting out a Halloween like themed movie
Yeah, it's
in
perfect.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's
in
literally
the month of
perfect
Halloween. It's like, yeah, how many times they messed that up? It's like, oh, let's put out a Halloween themed movie in November. It's like, what?
Oh, Bad Moon.
I'm still excited for the fact that we're getting a Ghostbusters sequel around that time.
In December.
In December. Fuck.
But to be fair, they're still filming, so what?
Right,
I
exactly.
highly suspect they're going to push it back.
I mean, I knew they were going to push it back regardless, but I had high hopes that it was going to be around the October season. Like, we need it to be October. Damn it. It's Ghostbusters. Literally, the song plays every freaking year around October season. Fuck.
Exactly.
All right, let's get started.